Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free. It does not cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And to begin with the Wheel of Fortune, I think this sets a pretty good tone for the day, right? This is, well, it's good fortune. Things are really turning your way. Anything that has not been going well is going to improve. This is a lot of expansion, a lot of growth for something, right? So I don't know if this is, a business that's like suddenly turning around. Something that you thought was kind of down in the gutter is now going to be flourishing, right? Sometimes we feel that we're at the bottom of that wheel, right? Between the rubber and the road, kind of getting smushed down there, right? All of that is turning around. So something that you may have already written off as being lost, gone, failed, done, I think it's coming back around. Yeah. Let's put this into some context. This is also the card of divine timing. Okay, so I think a lot about this card is the idea that we expect things to happen in a certain way, a certain linear kind of causal way. It doesn't always do that, right? So sometimes we're on cosmic time. This is Spirit's wristwatch. This is the cosmic timepiece. And our approval is not required. Our participation is not even required. Things happen the way they happen. A lot of the times we can't explain it. Let's not even worry about it. Let's have fun with it, right? If something is turning around, if things are miraculously improving, let's not ask questions. Yeah, let's go with it. So let's see what else we can learn about this. So we're getting the Queen of Wands here. I don't know if there's something to do with an older female energy. I don't know if older sister, mom, grandma, and auntie or something like that is kind of fresh in your mind right now. I don't know if there's something going on maybe with your relationship with that kind of energy in your life. Let's keep going and see. Got an Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Sun card. The Two of Cups, okay. And the Death card. Interesting. Interesting. We kind of have, see, on this side we've got life, on this side we've got death, right? And this isn't in any way a medical reading. I'm not diagnosing anything. I'm not qualified to give any kind of medical advice. But I wonder if there's something going on with that older female energy. Yeah. Did they maybe recently make kind of a miraculous recovery from something? Or maybe it was you or someone you know. I think that we may, and it may not even be literal, okay? And I hope it's not. I hope it has nothing to do with that sort of thing. But maybe this is a relationship or even a collaboration, some kind of partner, a friend, a family member, whatever, maybe a romantic thing that we thought was done. We thought it was over. And then here it is with this Jupiter energy. No, it's not, right? That we may have already kind of resigned ourselves to this devastation a little bit hasty. Right? It isn't what we thought it was. I feel like there is this miraculous recovery, right? Let's finish up here. Let's do the rest of the path of the Serpent. We've got a 10 of Wands, a 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. To me, maybe this is more business. Well, now we have more water now. We have earth. We've got water, right? And finally, more fire, 9 of Wands. A lot of fire, a lot of water, a lot of earth, right? This looks really good. I'm pretty impressed with this. I feel like this is a lot of things. I don't feel like it's any one particular thing. It might even be something that's kind of romantic, has to do maybe with those personal connections, intimate relationships, maybe family, maybe friends, maybe a lover, a spouse, or something like that, that what we may thought was gone, done, ruined, over, is not so. Okay? It's coming back around, being restored. Yeah, miraculous recovery. I almost, too, wonder if there's something to do with your business or with your finances. Maybe the two are intertwined. Okay, maybe this is a close friendship or a romantic relationship. We thought that was over. We thought that the business side of things was over. But it seems like everything is making this kind of miraculous recovery, right? It's very interesting to me. Things are changing. That is what we know for sure. Let's select the mystery card. Yeah. I'm almost speechless by this energy. We have such good cards here. And I don't even know now. I'm thinking like maybe it's not something that we wrote off as being completely destroyed or ruined. Speaking of which, we've got a 9 of Swords here. Maybe it's not this. Maybe it's something that we thought couldn't get any better. We thought we were at the ceiling on something. And then it's kind of now like it's better than we expected. Yeah, it's something that now is like, oh, it's going to get even bigger. We thought we had reached the level of success that we're destined for. This was it. This is my fate. But now in comes all of this energy of change and abundance and success and wealth. And it could be like, you thought you kind of got up to this point. Oh, that's pretty good. We're not done yet. We're going higher, right? So there is this idea of an unexpected expanse, an unexpected kind of return on something. Well, let's put our mystery card down. We're going to give Bob Ross something to do here. He's going to go right on top of that card. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the very end. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is or you have a hunch, put it down in the comments. Let's do it together as an interactive exercise in intuition. All right. Now, with the 9 of Swords that kind of volunteered, I think this was a correction on me. I think this is most likely something that you kind of already said, it's just gone, it's ruined. Because I feel like we've been losing a lot of sleep over it. We're really in despair. It really is something that we wake up in the middle of the night just kind of upset about. I feel like the universe is saying, hey, this is all good. There is nothing to be upset about here. Everything is going to be, I think, just beyond your expectations, beyond belief. We've got major, major, major. Right? Very good. Three major arcana cards. And this is kind of, to me, it's like there is this success, there is this health, wealth, fitness, finances, whatever, that is going to continue to grow and expand and transform and evolve. So the death card here doesn't mean that we're going from life to death, right? We don't take that kind of thing literally. I think that what it really is talking about is the way this wheel is going to continue to turn. And we can wax philosophical about how life is that process of birth and death, right? Life and death and the wheel of change that keeps it all spinning, right? But I think this card really is about the transformation and the evolution. I think of what we resigned ourselves to is now being transcended. This is something that is evolving even further than we thought. And I still am wondering about this older female energy. This is like a mom or a grandma that has already passed, and maybe this card is emphasizing that relationship for some reason. Yeah, that I don't know if they were somehow involved in some of this financial stuff, or if, really it could be someone that we're estranged from. Right? Not quite sure who the older female is. Okay? It's going to be different for all of you, but maybe we'll be able to narrow it down a little bit. We've got fire. We've got water. We've got a little bit of air that came out, because we needed to realize that this isn't as bad as we thought. And then, of course, we have our earth energies. Yeah. So I feel like this is a situation, definitely, that is you're going to be very well taken care of physically, financially. Okay. It could be that this Ace of Pentacles down here at the bottom is you maybe feeling like we're down to our last penny. Right? That this is the last, it's looking empty, right? Our wallet's looking a little bit thin. But in the card of the environment, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So this could really be that there's a lot of unexpected wealth coming in. And maybe has to do with his older female energy, possibly. But I feel like it's things are happening in an unexpected way. There's something that you couldn't have really anticipated or planned for here. It's kind of the cosmic timing. And it's kind of one of those things where you're in really dire straits. You don't know what you're going to do. And then some random thing happens out of the blue to kind of help you through it, to fix it, or to, give you the tools to fix it. So it feels like that. It's not linear. It's not really, there's no real causal connections here. It's just synchronicity. Yeah. And I really like it. Let's talk about the Two of Cups. I feel like love is really important to you. I feel like you're somebody who you really would give someone the shirt off your back. And maybe that's gotten you into a little bit of trouble. Maybe that's part of this. Maybe that you've been so generous that you've put yourself at a disadvantage. Okay? Possibly. I feel as if this card is really you valuing the intimate connections that you have in your life. Yeah. Friends, family, even coworkers, and of course romantic situations, lovers, that kind of thing. You value the quality of those connections over the quantity. Now, it's interesting that we've got only an Ace and a Two of Cups, but we've got an Ace and a Ten of Pentacles, right? When it comes to our physical existence, our wealth, and our health, we want quantity, right? We want a lot of resources. We want a lot of wealth, right? Because that, I think, opens up the doors for us to do a lot more things in our lives, right? I mean, and it's an unfortunate reality, but I think generally speaking, we'd rather have 10 Pentacles than 2. But as far as these intimate connections go, these love relationship, these very, very close bonds with people, fewer is better. Yeah. You'd rather have quality over quantity. I'll take as many dollars as you could give me. I don't care if they're dirty, if they're stained, if they're torn and ripped edges or whatever. I'll take as many as you got. But as far as those quality relationships, those heart-to-heart connections with people, you like one-on-one. You like quality. Yeah. I think you have a very close circle of friends and family and close, intimate connections. And I feel like you like it that way. Yeah. Boy, these cards look really, really good. The Wheel of Fortune. Things are expanding in your life. And with this expansion comes the need for us to adapt to that change. Things are growing bigger and bigger. Eventually, you're going to have to figure out how to deal with that. Right? It's like we're getting a little bit too big for the fishbowl here. We need to either get out of the fishbowl or get a new fishbowl or whatever, because it's going to be too restrictive. Yeah. So I think this is really talking about kind of physical financial wealth. And with that, the larger your bank account, the smaller your circle of friends. Yeah. I think that's kind of the name of the game here. The bigger you get, the less people you're going to want kind of, around you. You're going to trust those few people that are very important to you. Now, I still don't know about this older female energy. I'm feeling like this is somebody that's passed, but I'm feeling like it's someone that's still very close with you. I feel like they had something to do with their heart or arteries or something. Maybe a heart attack, something like that, an infarction. But I feel like they're still kind of with you. And I almost feel like they were the type of person that tried to choose your friends for you in a way, or would kind of tell you, are you sure you want to be friends? They don't seem like they're really good for you. Or maybe choosing even like romantic partners or that sort of thing. I feel like they were instilling in you in their own subtle, special way to value quality over quantity. That they would try to point out, well, are you sure you want to hang out with that person? And I think that's kind of the value that they still are kind of bringing into your life, this person, among other things. But I feel like that's still very much one of the core messages that you took from this person. Quality over quantity. Yeah. The quality of those intimate bonds, those intimate relationships. That being said, has anybody been asking you for money lately? Be careful. Are you sure you want to open up your wallet to everybody, right? Be very selective. I feel like your fate really is changing. And I feel like it is this Nine of Swords that we've kind of resigned ourselves to this being, oh no, I'm devastated. Something has failed. I lost money. I lost my job. My business is going down the tubes, or whatever it might be. And I feel like it's kind of, it's been keeping you up at night. Yeah. Were you ever prone to night terrors? I feel like, I don't know what it is. I feel like when you were a kid, you had an issue with like dreams and with like waking up at night. Maybe it was a recurring kind of nightmare that for a period of time you would always kind of wake up at like the same time in the morning or in the, late night or whatever. I feel like that there's something there for you. Yeah. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Death card, this is a big change. Positive changes to your fate right now. Positive changes. And having the Sun card in the background here is interesting because sometimes I look at the Sun card and I think, boy, this is just someone that is like happier than a pig in, you know what, all the time. Even down in the mud, even down in this kind of Nine of Swords, I feel like you haven't lost the faith. I feel like you're still generous and happy and shining, and you're still caring for other people. You're still like making other people laugh. Yeah. Are you kind of the jokester in your group or in your family? Maybe not like the jokester really, but someone that always tends to lift everybody's spirits. Yeah. I don't feel like you're kind of this. The Nine of Swords is kind of an anomaly to me. This doesn't feel like you. It feels like maybe what you're going through right now, but this isn't really you. I feel like you are. You're just a naturally happy person. I feel like you have this real kind of charm about you. Yeah, and it's nice. Yeah, the Ten of Wands here that I'm looking at. Now we're going to go to the Path of the Serpent, and as we do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really does help out the channel. We are almost at 200K. I never thought we'd get there, but it's because of you, and I really do appreciate you. The Ten of Wands here. Now, we're talking about this being a real positive change in your fate, right? Unexpected. It's almost like a sudden turnaround of things, and suddenly there's a lot of wealth. Suddenly, the empty bank account is now extraordinarily full. Okay, with that, you're going to have this urge, especially with this kind of sun energy, to give, to be generous. A lot of the time, the Ten of Wands is about somebody who's exceedingly generous. Yeah, that you would give someone the shirt off your back. And we've got to be careful with that. This is a card that suggests the planetary energy of Saturn. Restriction, tightening the belt, so to speak. Maybe literally. Maybe this is like really buckling down on your spending, on your budget, on how much you are giving and doing for other people. I feel like you're a very generous, giving person. Yeah. Don't let this get you into trouble. Okay. I think the name of the game here really is to be aware of this kind of sudden, unexpected change in your fate. and then learn how to preserve it. We don't want it going anywhere. We don't want it going anywhere. Yeah. So we have to be mindful. And we don't have a lot of the air energy here to suggest mindfulness. So we're going to rely on some instinct here. And you've got to follow your gut, but we have to be aware of what we're listening to. Are we listening to our gut, our instinct, our intuition, or are we kind of listening to what in some ways is this Sun card, kind of an ego thing? Because this card is someone that now you're in this kind of successful energy and you get this kind of pride. You get this, it is ego, I guess, but it feels really good to be generous, right? And so are we just satisfying that kind of, that desire, or is this really like, are we listening to our instinct, listening to our intuition when it says, enough is enough. We've got to kind of, sometimes you've got to conceal your wealth from others, right? You don't want to be out just kind of holding money in your hands and like flaunting what you have, right? Because I think that kind of makes you like a target for people. And sometimes that sun, obviously everybody knows the sun. Everybody knows what the sun is, what the sun has, and what it can give us in a very kind of literal way, because it's light and heat, makes plants grow, all that stuff. You don't really want to be this kind of center of attention. You do. You have, it feels good, but ultimately you got to listen to your instinct and realize that you don't want to be this exactly, right? You can be this for those people in your lives that are very close to you, those quality, people. But not to everybody. Don't let everybody see that, right? We kind of need a little bit of hermit energy, to be honest with you, yeah? Or at least maybe some of your power card, maybe the Hierophant for the mystery card. Interesting idea, maybe. But the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands really is, let's not exhaust our resources. Let's not be so generous that we literally kind of go back to empty, okay? Now, I feel like you work from home or something. Or do you have a home business? Or there's something where you don't have to leave the house to go to work every day. I guess it could be because maybe you lost your job. But no, I feel like you're doing something at home. Maybe the loss of the job has now allowed you to focus on this home business thing, because what else are you going to do, right? Maybe it's something, I feel there's something about you staying home. Doing work at home rather than going out to do the work. Yeah. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles in the environment. Now, this is not just money. It is money, but it's not just money. The Pentacles contain the water, the fire, the air, the earth, all of it. Everything is contained in the Pentacles. The Pentacles are just the vessel. So when we think of money, money itself is not value. Money itself is not what we want. We want what we can do with that. That money is just the vessel for other opportunities, for transactions, for business, for, what we can trade it for. Right? We like money because of what it can buy. If it couldn't buy anything, they're not really that pretty to look at. You know what I mean? So they're kind of, why would we want them? So that's the idea with the Ten of Pentacles, that it is wealth. But this is you understanding what wealth means to you. Sure, you can have a lot of money. What would you do with it? Where would you spend it? How would you take care of your loved ones? How would you be the generous kind of son that you are to those people that mean the most to you in life? What do you want for your life? See, the Ten of Pentacles is the best life, the picture of your best life. And since this card is in the position of the environment, I feel like you are entering a position in life where you can manifest your best life. You can get everything you want in your life right now. You've got to know what that is. You've got to have a good idea of what these pentacles mean. What do the symbols on here mean? Whoops. What do the symbols on these coins mean to you? What are these specific things that you want in your life? Right? What does wealth mean to you? Now, if you want to put that into the comments and kind of, share a little bit about what wealth means to you, it means there's some overlap, right? We all have this idea of our purpose in life. I think the Two of Cups here is also talking about you able to unite with your purpose. Now these resources are here. Now you can do what you really want in life. You can pursue what you really want on that deep soul level. Okay. Our purpose generally is to alleviate suffering for ourselves, for our loved ones. Our purpose is to improve the quality of life for ourselves and our loved ones. Our purpose is to transcend the current circumstances, whatever they might be. Everybody wants to go up. We don't want to go down, right? We want to improve. We want to exceed. We want to excel. We want to grow. We want to do better. We want to move forward. We don't want to go backwards, most of us at least anyway, right? I'm just talking generally here. So that's our purpose. But the specifics, how we do that, what it looks like to us, this is going to be different for literally everybody, right? All of us are going to be unique in this. This is something that we have to figure out because you're getting that opportunity now to get a little closer to this, okay? So when we see the Ace of Cups next, to me this is the idea that you're getting the opportunity to go pursue your Holy Grail. And the Holy Grail is that magical tool by which our entire life is healed. Whatever this injury is here is healed by you following your passion, following your soul, your instinct, your intuition, and going after your Holy Grail. Now, just as we said with the Ace of Pentacles, that this was kind of like our tank is empty, now we're filling it up. Our wallet's getting thin, here it is pretty fat. Same thing with the Ace of Cups. I wonder if this is like really the need for those closer bonds in your life. Is that we have a lot of love to give, and we're seeking those select individuals, maybe one individual, maybe a small group of friends or whatever, that we can really connect with. That maybe our spiritual wallet is a little bit thin, and we need to make those connections, right? Well, what we see here, now Spirit showing me a lot of lamps. I don't know if you have a particular interest or connection with lamps, but I'm getting those like stained glass, almost like I don't know, like in an office, a dim office with a little chain, and there's just like that lamp, but some ornate ones, there's like a lot of them. And I don't know what you call those, but they're just like desk lamps with the little chain and some like stained glass or something kind of artistic about them, yeah? I don't know what the connection is there. Maybe that's something that this older female energy was interested in, or they gave you something like that, or they had something like that in their house that you remember. Yeah, something. I think this person is still with you. And they want you to know that. They're still there telling you, be careful who you share your most intimate details with. Yeah. The final card here is the Nine of Wands. This is the card of strength. And this is the card that says you have to connect with your instinct and intuition, with that lunar energy, in order to be the right kind of sun, right? The sun by itself is just a ball of fire giving its light out everywhere indiscriminately with no kind of off button, right? With no discernment. It's just ever flowing. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it will deplete you eventually. The moon down here is us knowing when to kind of turn things down, when to maybe close the tap a little bit. It's good to be generous. It's good to give and give and give, but not if it's putting you at a disadvantage. So we have to learn when to turn the tap off. Yeah, when to preserve our light and our energy and our abundance and our wealth and our vitality, even our physical vitality. You've got to know when to turn that off. Yeah, and that's real strength. It's easy to just open the faucet all the way and let it run. It takes more effort to dial it back and find just the right flow. It takes a lot more strength. to know when to turn it down, and to be able to turn it down, to be able to say no to people that are asking you for stuff. Sometimes, anyway. Let's look at the mystery card. Let's see. We talked about the Nine of Swords. I don't want to talk about that anymore. The mystery card, what do we think it could be? Well, maybe I'd be okay with a Three of Cups. We have the Ace, the Two. Maybe a 3 would be good. Maybe a Nine of Pentacles would be good. See, we've got a 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. We got a 10, maybe a 9 of Pentacles would be all right. As far as major arcana goes, maybe we could go with the Hierophant. An Empress would be lovely. But maybe the Emperor would be even more appropriate than that. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's take a look. Oh, 5 of Cups. Yeah, 5 of Cups. A 5 of Cups is us realizing that not every connection we have is going to be that intimate, strong, quality connection. So this is kind of... this is a card that really talks about the coming and going of emotional energy. And it seems in this card we're kind of crying over those 3 cups that have spilt. And the 3 cups is abundance. And it's just over. It's almost like it was good for a time, but the party's over. And that's when we get into that 9 of Swords energy. But what we don't see is that the 2 of Cups is right behind us. An even better, stronger, more quality connection is right there waiting for us. Yeah. And that goes for everything in life. For this financial situation, right? Maybe it was really big time, big shot, like success for a while, and then it didn't last. It ran out, right? And then we're 9 of Swords. Well, it's coming back around. The 2 of Cups is right there. Maybe this is also talking about relationships, those intimate relationships, maybe romantic relationships, or those, the deep intimate connections we have. Maybe we had them and we lost them. 9 of Swords again. What we don't know, or what we're coming to know now, is that better connections are waiting for us. And that's the change. That's the cycle of things. Yeah. So we embrace this change while it's coming. If this is our fate, we're embracing it. And this time around, maybe we're learning from the last cycle, and we know how we can preserve this and make it last. So we don't spill the cups, right? So things don't run out. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link up here in the corner, or there is one down in the video description. New readings for Taurus every Monday and Friday. But I'm here every day. Just come on back, see me tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. Leave me a comment, let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.